I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
Mr. President, Bulacan has proven to be the national sewer of corrupted flood control projects. Hindi na nakapagtataka na marami ang nagkalkal ng record ng mga kontraktor sa buong probinsya. Isa na dito ang Global Crit Builders na kumubra ng 2.195 billion flood control projects mula 2018 hanggang 2024 sa Bulacan pa lamang. Ang Global Crit ay pagmamayari ng mga maglangke ng Candaba. Si Mayor Rene Maglangke ang presidente noong 2024 na kung saan may mga kontrata na siya mismo ang pumipirma na dapat sana ay nag-divest siya. This should not come as a surprise, Mr. President. In the words of Mayor Maglangke, and I quote, "Isa akong malaking kontratista. Kilala sa buong Pilipinas na nangongontrata at bilyon-bilyon ang proyekto ko sa buong Pilipinas. Growing family business indeed." Pero hindi pa dito natatapos ang kwentong pamilya, Mr. President. The web of family names reveals a web of stories. Ang mga Maglangke rin ang may-ari ng MBB Global Properties Corporation na siya namang nagmamay-ari ng Windham Garden Hotel sa Clark, Pampanga na itinayo sa halagang halos 1 bilyong piso. Gayunman, kung babalikan, hindi lamang Maglangke ang kilalang family name na nagmamay-ari ng MBB Global Properties. Nitong August 15, 2025 lang daw nagpalit ng stockholders ang MBB. Nevertheless, the 2024 General Information Sheet or GIS of the MBB Global Properties Corporation would show the following: Macy Monique Maglangke, President; Sunshine M. Bernardo, Corporate Secretary; Fatima Gay B. Bonoan de la Cruz, Treasurer. Ulitin ko: Maglangke, Bernardo, Bonoan, MBP. Coincidentally, these are known surnames of today's flood control saga. Candaba Mayor Rene Maglangke, ang patriarch ng Maglangkes of Global Concrete Builders, contractor ng multi-billion peso worth of flood control projects. DPWH Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo na kamakailan lamang ay nag-early retirement matapos masangkot sa maanumalyang flood control. At siyempre pa, dating DPWH Secretary Manuel Bonoan.
Allah.
Maglangke, Bernardo, Bonoan, MBB, Mr. President. Kayo na po ang mag-connect ng dots. By the way, sina Macy Maglangke, Sunshine Bernardo at Fatima Gay Bonoan de la Cruz ay mga anak na mga nabanggit na opisyal ng gobyerno. Kaya naman pala ang palaging depensa ni dating DPWH Secretary Bonoan, isolated case lang daw ang nakita ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa Ghost Project sa Bulacan. Ayaw na siguro ni Bonoan na maungkat pa sa investigasyon ang Global Crit. Saan ba hantong lahat na ito, Mr. President? Our people are growing impatient and angry, but we are not in the business of quick fixes and band-aid solutions. The newly installed Secretary of Public Works and Highways, Vince Dizon, has hit the ground running to weed out the corruption in the agency. Investigators are running their course in both chambers of Congress. The President shows no sign of wavering in this fight. We are on the right trajectory in getting to the bottom of this systemic rot and punishing to the fullest extent of the law those who have corrupted us. Sa dahilang ang prosecution ay mandato ng ehekutibo, titiyakin nating may ambag ang oversight functions ng Senado sa pagpapanagot ng mga sangkot. Lahat ng may kinalaman sa pagnanakaw, mapakontraktor o empleyado ng DPWH o mambabatas man, ay dapat isama sa kasong kriminal na isasampa. We respectfully urge the DPWH to refer this matter for the filing of criminal cases, including multiple violations of Article 217 in relation to Articles 48 and 171, Paragraph 4 of the revised penal code or malversation through falsification of public documents. For one, the falsification of documentation, particularly the use of manipulated photos in contractors' progress billing reports, later certified by DPWH officials, is a blatant violation of this provision. Mr. President, even if we do away with said complex crime and file cases for malversation alone, kung ang tampok na halaga ay higit 8.8 million pesos, reclusion perpetua o pagkakakulong ng 20 years and 1 day to 40 years ang parusa. Next is the prosecution for violation of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, Republic Act 3019, Section 3E, causing undue injury to the government or giving a private party unwarranted benefits, advantage, or preference through manifest partiality, evident bad faith, or gross inexcusable negligence. And Section 3G, entering on behalf of the government into contracts manifestly and grossly disadvantageous to it. And Section 8, in relation to Republic Act 1379, unexplained wealth. We also strongly endorse the filing of charges for violation of Republic Act 7080 or the Anti-Plunder Law, Mr. President. Sapat naman pong basihan ang nakakapangilabot na laki ng halaga ng mga anomalya sa flood control. Bilyones po ang pinag-uusapan nating nauwi sa ghost projects. Ang marangyang pamumuhay ng mga sangkot na opisyal ng DPWH at ang daang milyong kaya nilang ipatalo sa mga kasino ay kabilang sa magpapatunay sa paglabag sa batas na ito. These facts show that the accumulated ill-gotten wealth has undeniably breached the minimum threshold for plunder, which is 50 million pesos. Dahil ang bawat isang maanumalyang kontrata ay isang hayagang paglabag sa batas, malinaw po na natutugunan nito ang requirement ng anti-plunder law na nagsasaad na ang ill-gotten wealth ay dapat nagmula sa paulit-ulit o serye na mga gawain upang makaipon ng yaman sa pamamagitan ng pandaraya. Mr. President, we likewise detail the infractions of the BGC boys in connection with their gambling spree. Sa paggamit ng fictitious names o aliases upang itago ang kanilang identity sa mga casinos, easily, Mr. President, this is a clear violation of Article 178 of the Revised Penal Code, or the use of fictitious name and concealing true name. To further sustain the use of their pseudo-identities, the BGC boys used fake driver's licenses to gain entry into casinos, thereby violating Section 31, Article 2 of Republic Act 4136, which expressly outlaws the making, use, or possession of licenses in imitation or similitude of those legally issued by the LTO. Sa aktual na garapalang paglalaro sa kasino, ito po ay violation ng Presidential Decree number 1869, Republic Act 6713, and various memorandum circulars prohibiting and penalizing government officials for entering and much more for playing in casinos. Mr. President, the Anti-Money Laundering Act as amended is likewise violated as the proceeds of graft and plunder are transacted and converted by purchasing casino chips and subsequently cashing them out after minimal gaming, thereby disguising the true source of the funds. Considering the glaring violation of the Anti-Money Laundering Act by these big-time gamblers, we urge the Anti-Money Laundering Council to immediately initiate an action for the freezing of the bank accounts of these individuals and the subsequent prosecution for violating the law itself. Finally, Mr. President, umaapaw din ang kinaharap na kasong administratibo ng mga DPWH officials na ito. Among these are grave misconduct, serious dishonesty, gross neglect of duty, and or conduct prejudicial to the best interest of the service. Violations of the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees, and the Code of Conduct pertaining to the practice of their profession as regulated by the Professional Regulation Commission. Our goal is not only punitive but also preventive. So we do it through reforms in our legislation, Mr. President. Amendment of Republic Act 4566 as amended by PD number 1746 or the Contractors License Law to institutionalize the perpetual absolute ban of blacklisted contractors found to have ghost and substandard projects and higher penalties for conflicts of interest brought by interlocking positions in related industries or entities. Amendment to increase penalties for conflicts of interest, especially those public officials and employees who may also act as contractors under Republic Act 6713 or Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees. Transparency initiatives in the budget process and accountability measures in the planning and budgeting of infrastructure projects. Kung walang detailed architectural and engineering design or DAED, wala dapat pondo. DPWH should also publish DAED, Program of Works and Detailed Unit Price Analysis or DUPA. Mr. President, more than ever, we need people speaking up, not talking down on the efforts we have built. Words such as, wala ring mangyayari dyan, wala namang makukulong, at umpisa lang yan, malilimot din yan, do not help our cause, Mr. President, but only embolden those who have robbed us of our hard-earned taxpayers' money. In my first privilege speech, I spoke about the flooded gates of corruption. Today, we turned our sight into a darker place, the flooded gates of hell. There, we can find those who rob the Filipino people, drowning not in floodwaters but in sins and moral decay of the corrupt and greedy officials and contractors. Sana, sa madaling panahon, malunod ang may mga kasalanan sa dami ng kasong kanilang haharapin. Mr. President, these people have reduced the lives of our flood-stricken countrymen into living hell. It is time to give them what they rightly deserve. Thank you, Mr. President.
So, yun mga kababayan, napakinggan niyo po yung pangalawang expose ni Senator Lacson. Diba? Although, nilive natin po yung kanina, pero gusto ko i-single ito. Single content. Itong MBB, Global Corporation ba yan? Yun pala, mga kababayan, sangkot din pala si dating Secretary Bunuan. Nakala ko naman, walang sabit baga. Sabi ko pa naman din well, totoo naman, isa naman siya nagsabi sa Pangulo, itong mga ghost project. Pero, sa kabila ng lahat, mga kababayan, kaya pala, no? Parang palpak, hindi lang parang palpak po yung kanyang pamumuno, sa totoo lang. Dahil dito, yung mayor ng Candaba, grabe pala, no? Yumaman na lang po dyan tungkol dito, ay yumaman na dahil dito sa kickback. At saka contractor din pala siya. Ngayon, dahil dito sa expose ni Senator Lacson, mga kababayan, madadali si dating Secretary Bunuan. Ano bang kaso sa kanya? Na siguro narinig yung sinabi ni Senator Lacson. MBB, kasosyo pala siya. Wow, yung anak niya treasurer, diba? Treasury ba? Correct me if I'm wrong. Sayang talaga. Ako po naghinayang sa loob po ng 3 taon na inilagay siya ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. Walang nangyari. Lahat po ng mga ibang project palpak. Kaya pala, mayroon siyang pinuprotekta. Kawawang Pangulong Marcos Jr. Diba, mga bes? Kaya pala, yung pinakita na isang mga proyekte dyan sa Pampanga, mga kababayan, nagre-reklamo yung mga ibang residente dyan dahil palpak yung gawa. Sa totoo yun, i-research nyo. Kaya pala, ay nako, buti na lang ay natuklasan ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. yung mga anomalya na nangyayari. Biro nyo, bilyon-bilyon ang ninakaw, ng ibang politician. Naloka. Yes, guys. Matindi, kawawang mamamayang Pilipino. Ano na lang ang buhay natin? Ha? Kung patuloy na ganito na puro nakaw ang ginawa ng mga politician at ibang opisyalis ng DPWH. Ha? Kaya pala na nag-resign si Secretary Bunuan ng kusa dahil ayaw niyang maimbestigahan itong MBB. Kasusyo pala siya. Naloka ako. Well, anyway, kayo na pong bahalang musga, mga bes. Basta ang sa akin lang, naawa ako kay Pangulong Marcos Jr. In-expect niya pa naman yung mga project niya na flood control. Yun pala, palpak. Grabe talaga itong mga contractors na ito, tsaka ibang official. At tsaka yung ibang politician, tatlo yan eh. Contractors, politician, official ng DPWH. Grabe. Ano pa ang masasabi nyo dito, mga bes? Kayo na pong balang humusga. Ay, naku, konektado talaga si Secretary Bunuan. Makulong ang dapat makulong, sabi sa inyo. Walang sinasanto ang Pangulo. Sayang yung 3 taon na serbisyo ni Bunuan. Grabe kapalpak, nakakasama ng loob, nakakainis. Salamat din kay Senator Lacson dahil alam po natin suportado nila ang Pangulo, kaya ginagawa nila yan, no? Well, anyway, God is good all the time. At least nabunyag itong mga korupsyon na ito. Tanging bukod lang talaga si Pangulong Marcos Jr. Naawa ako kasi in-expect niya yung mga project niya eh. Pero wala eh. Parang sinasabotahe pa nga siya. So, see you again guys on my next upload. Bye 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 and baboos. God bless Philippines.